place up. How much have more? I must have more. More. Oh, cats. Oh. Dear Tessa, I am a chronic procrastinator. How do I fix it? Love, Tasha. P.S. It took me 3 days to finish this letter. Tasha, have you been reading my diary? So you want to stop procrastinating. Well, I think I can help you. I'm going to give you some tips on how to stop procrastinating right after this cat video. So, procrastination, eh? Yeah, my giving advice on this would be like a dog giving advice on how to be a cat. Like, how can I even do that? But it is an ongoing struggle. I've done some research and I think I've come up with reasons why we do it and how we can try to combat it. So first things first, what is procrastination? Would you like the definition? I'll give it to you. Just give me a second.
Two hours later.
Procrastination, simply put, is the intentional delaying or postponing of something that you know you need to be doing. But you may say, I don't procrastinate, I just am super busy. And you may say, well, Tessa, I don't procrastinate, I'm just like legitimately busy. Well, let me ask you some stuff. Well, here are some of the common symptoms of procrastination. It usually manifests when you're doing something that's super unpleasant or really boring, and then you go, hey, I know I should be doing my taxes, but oh my gosh, I really need to mop that floor. That mopping of the floor is way less time consuming than doing your taxes. So you decide to put the taxes off. Procrastination. There's a really good excuse of, oh, I really need to look into that. Do you really need to look into it? Procrastination. Indecision is a huge factor of procrastination. You just can't decide on what you want to do. Gosh, should I take that trip? Should I get the oil changed? I should really get my oil changed, but I also have to do the laundry. I also need to pick up my dog from the vet. The dog can wait. All procrastination. So why is it that we as people tend to procrastinate? Well, first and foremost, procrastination is not something that you're born with. It is a learned habit. It's usually a domino effect. You put one thing off and you put another thing off and it didn't have much consequences, so you just keep putting things off and keep putting things off until you become a chronic procrastinator. Guilty. Avoidance is the path of least resistance. It is way easier to not do something than to do it. So we just choose to not do it. Again, guilty. Gosh, I could go downstairs and take my trash and walk all the way down to the trash bin. Or I could just not do that. It's way easier just to not do that. Gosh, I really need to take out my trash, but that means I have to go down the stairs from my apartment, around the corner, to the trash can, and that's a burden. Or I can not do it at all. I'd really rather not do it. I'd rather just avoid the situation. So unfortunately, like a lot of things that we're trying to learn how to adjust in our lives, avoiding and preventing and combating procrastination is super psychological. It just is. So you got to get in here. So I'm going to give you some tips, and I guess by proxy give myself some tips on how to combat procrastination. Number 1, if you know you have a big load, split it up. It's much easier to tackle something that's small than to look at this really big thing and get overwhelmed. Divide your big tasks into little tasks. Gosh, my living room is a mess. Well, let me straighten the books. Well, I've straightened the books, so now let me dust the table. Okay, I've dusted the table. Now let me vacuum. It seems contrived, but doing smaller things is something that is manageable. If you try to do something that's really big, you might be able to manage it, but if you're a chronic procrastinator, it's probably never going to happen. So take that big thing and chop it up in smaller things. Number 2, be true to yourself. Look, there are certain things that we like to do, and there are certain things that we don't like to do. There are certain things that we procrastinate on, and there are certain things that we don't. If you're the type that's always procrastinating on studying your homework, on doing your taxes, on cleaning up your house, don't fool yourself and try to convince yourself that, oh, I can do it later. You better go ahead and knock that out right now. I don't know how many times when I was in school I said, oh yeah, I'll get to studying eventually. Oh yeah, I have time for that, but I really want to watch this show. You better turn off that show and get to studying. Number 3, you gotta be super realistic about this. If you're not a morning person, it doesn't make any sense to say, oh yeah, I'll wake up at 7 in the morning and get that done. You're just setting yourself up for failure. You gotta be smart about that stuff. You gotta know that if I need to do something at a certain time and I'm not that type of person, then I need to adjust. Number 4, be patient. You gotta be patient and you gotta be consistent about how you're doing things, so that when it's time for you to get things done, you can get things done. But it's gonna take a while. Number 5, use the buddy system. Make yourself accountable. Tell your friends, hey, I've got this thing that I need to do, and I need you to call me at this time and remind me to do it, or come over and make sure that I'm doing it. Does it sound like a burden? Yes. But we're talking about procrastination here. Some of these things are gonna be a burden. Now, I'm not saying that you have to involve your friends in every decision that you make in your life. Of course not. But in some instances, such as studying for a big test, using the buddy system works. Now it's not just me that has to study. Now I've got my friend. Now I've invited my friend to come over. They're going to be in the same room with me. We've turned the TV off. We are each other's lifelines. We're making sure that we're both studying. They're making sure I'm studying. I'm making sure that they're studying. It works. So there you have it. Get off Tumblr. Stop watching those cat videos and get to work. Actually, I do have some work that I need to do right now. Just kidding. That was for comic effect. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. You didn't procrastinate and you watched this video, good job. If you like this video and you would like to see more, make sure to subscribe. And of course, I need your help as always. If you would like my advice on something, please check out my Twitter, at tessasguideto. I'm also on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Tumblr. I'm on all the social medias. I really waste a lot of time. And if you also like this video, make sure to check out my last video. It is right there for the clicking. Thank you everybody who has subscribed and has watched these videos, and I look forward to talking to you very soon. As always, take care, and we will talk to each other very soon. Goodbye!